Sawubona mama. Kunjani?
All right, thank you.
Ngiyaphila ngicela ungisondelele ku mic angikuzwa kahle ne. Uyakhona ukukhuluma mama sixoxe?
Ngiyabua, Chair.
Wabuwa ukabuwa unataba.
Yes.
Quick one. Imali yama South Africans idliwe mama uyavuma?
Chair, can I request
Chalete ya di South Africans idliwe wadumela.
which money, Chair?
In the tenders, the 360 million tender.
The investigation will tell us what
But
has
when
happened.
wadumela orijiwe ora yajiwe.
Ke mang, Chair?
By the perpetrators.
Sorry?
You think ayajiwe? Are you
If-
investigating something that you believe money was taken or not?
Money were paid to this tender that has come out as a tender that it was allocated irregularly. That is why we are investigating to ensure that that monies that were paid, if then there is possible recovery, we recover from those that would have been responsible.
So wadumela or there might be a possibility to reach.
There could be a possibility.
All right. And this thing happened when I only CFO. Wadumela.
Yes.
Okay. Matlala ufile your tender. This new tender at 360 million while you were CFO. We have
There was a tender committee, bid adjudication committee that looked into that and allocated. I do not participate in those committees.
but you were CFO.
Yes, I'm CFO.
We have
Yes.
Thank you. Asiqhubeke ma'am. One thing I'm seeing here, General, ukugula okufanayo between you and General Fanny. There is no way you guys want to take responsibility through your officers. And we understand that your officers are the last line of defense. I want us to deal with that right now so that we understand whether you know which you are the last line of defense or you don't know. Are we clear on that, ma'am? Can we go through that line?
It's fine, Chair.
Thank you very much. General Fanny is having a position where you said you have been in the supply chain. Can you hear me? You said you were once in the supply chain, right? And now you are a CFO, which means it's easy for you to pick up if the General Fanny did something wrong, right? Or maybe missed something. Did he miss anything in this thing, early tender?
General Fanny reports to the National Commissioner.
Okay, ma'am.
In terms of the
where
work-
does General Fanny report?
To the National Commissioner.
Sengukubuzele lowo mbuzo ungasawuphendula. Asiye ngapha. Do you think General Fanny missed something?
As he was working on the issue of the tender,
Regarding this tender, yes.
the investigation has revealed such.
Has revealed such.
Yes.
Do you suspect bekahlanganisela uMatlala something or what?
I cannot comment on that. The investigation must reveal
Okay.
such.
So, Kasipedi wadumela or there's something wrong that happened in that tender.
The investigation has revealed that this tender was awarded irregularly.
So should we blame General Fanny?
He
Yes.
should take responsibility. The accounting officer must take responsibility in terms of having delegated this work to the BAC to deal with on his behalf. So both of them must take responsibility.
Okay, let's park that and we'll come back. Nasisi akirati mutho o mogolo o bolela maka, especially when my name is used in a space where maka a tlo bolela with using my name. I want us to establish ukuthi the minister is therefore in your own, okay, let me say in my words, but taking from you, the minister has lied about you and said you knew about the budget. He came to you or spoke to you about the budget of the PKTT.
Minister did not say that. When I followed the proceedings, when he was asked if he had discussed with the CFO, the minister said no. In
Didn't the
terms
minister
of
say
the
he had consulted your office?
No. His response was no. I did not consult the CFO.
And he took his decision on his own?
He took the decision on his own.
Okay. Do you think that was correct?
One would have thought such a decision would have been canvassed with the accounting officer.
Come again?
One would have thought that that decision would have been discussed or taken through consultation with the accounting officer.
All right. Let's go back to that one now. When Matlala was given this tender through a new company, what did your office do? Or what did you do? Since you've picked up thing, you are the one who picked up this irregularities, right?
I indicated that a report was given to me to say this is possible irregular expenditure. My responsibilities will then unfold as follows. I recorded this and reported it accordingly in terms of the books of SAPS, and it was duly audited by the external auditors. After cancellation, we then also instructed my office to stop payments in this regard.
Okay. Please recommend to us, what should the Parliament recommend when it comes to general fund? What should we do, Ngofan?
Those that would have been responsible for these lapses must be held to account.
Must be held to account.
Yes.
What would you recommend to us? Angene venini noma simlethela eKhoshi Mampuru simshiye la or
It will depend on the outcome of the investigations and its recommendations.
Okay, in your tenure as CFO, has anybody been arrested? In your tenure as CFO, has anybody been arrested or found to have misused money, abused overtime money and all those? Has anybody been arrested or fired or dismissed?
There are arrests that continuously take place. There's recently a brigadier and another official who were arrested. They previously worked in supply chain management, and then they were suspended. So those arrests, as well as those disciplinary processes, are processes that are normally unfolding. If an investigation has been concluded and it has found that those relevant officials were responsible.
I'm almost done, ma'am. 2021, during the COVID time, COVID-19, two officers come to you. Actually, they spoke to you on a virtual meeting regarding the misuse and the abuse of overtime in the PPS. Have you fixed the issues of overtime abuse in the PPS?
I cannot recall the meeting that the member is referring to, Chair. The issues of overtime within Program 5 are issues that we continuously discuss between ourselves, the program managers, the accounting officer, and also looking at the issues of sustainability in this particular regard. We have discussions with Treasury in this regard, and all of us are aware of the pressures that talks to the overtime within that environment, and that it needs to be fixed. So it's a matter that almost all of us are continuously discussing to find long-lasting and sustainable solutions to curtail as well as contain overtime costs within that program.
So since 2021, discussing that misuse of abuse, the abuse of overtime.
I am saying this is a matter that is receiving attention.
From
There is-
2021.
If Chair says-
Let me remind you of this meeting. First, let me start here. These two officers came to you and reported that in the protection services, the PPS, there is abuse of overtime money during the COVID time. Your answer to them was, you don't want to involve yourself in politics.
Who are those members, Chair? I cannot recall this
I will
meeting.
give you their names in writing.
I cannot recall this meeting, and
You
I am not aware of this meeting. I
Okay,
cannot
let's
recall.
go exactly where you recall and remember. You're saying now, since these members reported this member to you on 2021, how long in your knowledge have you been discussing this matter?
Chair, I cannot recall the meeting. I am
Okay,
saying,
disregard the meeting. How long in your knowledge have you been discussing indaba ye abuse ye overtime lapha ya ku PPS?
Chair, we know that overtime is a cost driver within Program 5. We are continuously looking for ways to ensure that we sustain that program in terms of
General,
this
I am
cost
a very
driver.
fair person. Let me do this. What are you continuously doing? Let me give you your own question so that you can answer it, then you come back to mine. What are you continuously doing?
For example, we have had discussions in terms of the possible review of the policy. We have also made submissions and discussions in terms of the areas that we believe that the current existing policies could be improved to ensure that then we sustain
Thank you very much,
the
General. Let's catch
overtime
it there. That would
That-
have been the question to your answer. I was fair, I gave you your own question to your own answer. Can you answer my question? How long have you been discussing the misuse or the abuse of overtime money in the PBS?
Chair, overtime that is utilized in that particular program, it's overtime, it is a cost driver. When you say discussing abuse, we don't gather around the table and discuss abuse. We discuss in terms of what are the cost containment as well as efficiencies that we can put in place to ensure that we sustain the cost of overtime, which is a cost driver in those environments. We discuss with the program managers, the accounting officer. We have even made recommendations working together with the program managers to National Treasury to support us through the relevant parliamentary structures to ensure
And
that
for how
the
long has this
policy-
been happening?
The policy is then reviewed in this particular regard.
I'm
These are
trying-
the
What I'm trying to get, General, is how efficient are you guys? How long do you take to fix this into as moshakala? Because remember, by the time you guys take long to fix this thing, if these people reported 2021 and you are failing to answer me in your own knowledge, how long have you and your leaders been discussing issue abuse?
Chair, I'm
I
not
want to
aware.
know how long.
Chair, I'm not aware of this meeting.
Okay, you get
So
a
I
meeting.
cannot
Who
talk
ma-
about
meeting?
this
Yeah, meeting. But how long? How long have you guys discussing the misuse of that overtime money?
Chair, we continuously
Continuous and when maybe
look at ways
from?
to put efficiencies in terms of manage this cost driver, which is
Okay, in
overtime.
order to
within
continue, you
program
must start
five.
somewhere. From where? From when did you start discussing such?
Chair,
Since you've
I
been a
took
CEO.
over as CFO in 2019.
So since 2019, you've
We
been discussing this
monitor,
matter.
we put cost containment, we communicate, we ensure that the managers are then held
Impendulo
responsible
ngiyayithola
for
ngayifunda
this.
khona. Okay, thank you. Let's go to this last question. General Wali Rode, Yamas.
Yes,
He was advised not to buy 2 cars that were not office spec of VIP protection vehicle. Do you know of that story?
no, I do not know, Chair.
Okay, I may put it on record that it was in your tenure.
Sorry.
Ngizokutshela ke manje, I'm going to tell you, ne? Please go do something about it. What I'm going to tell you. Please go
The
do something
voice
about
is
it.
a bit soft, I struggle to hear.
Okay. This is information I'm giving you, and I want you to come back to me in writing with what are you going to do or zoyenza, right? General Wali Rode bought 2 cars from a company in Pretoria, and he was advised not to do so. These 2 cars didn't meet the spec of VIP protection vehicles, but he continued to do so. Since I've told you now, on the top of your head, what are you going to do about it, or should I wait for the letter?
I'm not certain who would have advised. It is a matter that I'm not aware of, Chair.
Okay.
It is a matter that one could follow up.
All right, Chair. Thank you very much, Chair.